Y'all, the Bible can affect the body. Although the Bible is talking to the soul, to the wisdom, to the knowledge, to the shepherd within you, it affects your body. Because when you know better, you do better. And that's the whole point of the Bible. When you're reading the Bible, you start to know better. You start to know, like, oh, also that's what I was doing wrong. That's why, you know what I'm saying? And that's when it starts to mess with your body. That's when it starts to mess with your body. When you're a child and you're doing whatever children do, picking up things and eating it off the floor, you don't feel that fear like an adult feels that fear because you don't know better. So it's not going to affect your body. It will, however, affect your body. It will affect that child's body once that adult tells that child, you shouldn't eat things off the floor because you might get sick. Then that's when fear starts to come. And then, that child's like, I don't want to get sick. I don't want to get sick. And then if they just so happen to eat something off the floor, you know what I'm saying? Like, that they found randomly, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Kind of like when we was taught you shouldn't kiss people because they have cooties. And now we learning not to kiss people because they actually have cooties. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was already sharing chapstick and stuff in elementary. We didn't think about the cootie stuff until we was taught they might have cooties, don't do that. And then that's when, you start seeing kids come to school, mouth all weird, funny, messed up, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? After we was taught, after we were put that fear of the cooties, then that's when the cooties started to come to life for us kids. And that's what the Bible is like. That's what, literally, the Bible is not going to affect your body until it affects your soul, your mind. And then that's when it will affect your body. Which explains why a lot of people don't get into the Bible. Because 234 on the timer when I said that. It explains why a lot of people don't get into the Bible. Because they want to stay ignorant. They don't want to be told, have it written in stone of what they should and shouldn't be doing and why they should and shouldn't be doing and what's going to happen if and when they do and do not do it. That's why they stay away from the Bible. Because they still want to be that child. Although they know they're not children. They already know that consequences come when they do things out of guilty pleasure. They already know that karma exists. They already know that death exists. 333, they already know. But they don't want to change. They don't want to change. Reading the Bible will bring that change. It really will. And it's a pressure. It is a pressure to read the Bible. No, not peer pressure, diamond in the making pressure. That is the type of pressure that the Bible brings upon your soul, upon your body. If you look into celebrities, I bet you, 420, I bet you a lot of them have a strong relationship with the Bible. I bet you they do. Because they know that this Bible is going to bring changes. It don't matter. It don't matter if people be like, but they worship this God. They worship that God. Man, I've looked into this Bible. Do you know how many different gods are in this Bible? Many different gods are in this Bible. There's many different gods that exist. There's one God that created them all. Yes, he says, don't worship any other gods over me because I am a jealous God. But he did not say you cannot acknowledge that another God exists. He just said don't worship them. If you want to go and talk to ISIS, go talk to ISIS. He's not going to get jealous that you're talking to anybody. He's going to get jealous that you abandoned him. He's going to get jealous that you thought that ISIS could give you something that he couldn't, even though he gave ISIS the gifts that ISIS has to bestow upon you. So anything that ISIS can give you, God can give you better. 555. That's why he's jealous. That's why he is a jealous God, because he knows that he can give you better. And you thought the grass was greener on the other side. That grass ain't greener on the other side. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That grass ain't greener on the other side. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So it doesn't matter what you do. Me? Oh, me? I believe in God. That's one thing can't nobody take that away from me. Never, never. He has carried me through so much. Yes, I do. I read tarot cards, but that don't mean that I worship the devil. No. Which is a big reason on why I am about to start getting into my Bible study heavier, because there are a lot of people in my building who read tarot, who don't believe in God, who worship other gods. And when I tell you God said, give to the world what I have given to you, I do that. All right, I do that. Easy breezy, baby. I can say hi and I just filled somebody's cup up. You know what I'm saying? Because God pulled me up. You know what I'm saying? My cup runneth over because God poured me up. So, of course, I can pour into other people's cups and still have more to give. And people can sense that. People can sense that. People can sense that. You know what makes it even scarier? I don't know why I said scary. God said, I am a jealous God. So if you worship another God, he's going to become jealous. Right? What if it's when those people worship another God and they meet a person who worships God, they become jealous of that person who worships God because they feel like they missed out on their blessings. They feel like they can't turn back to God. God is always waiting for people to return home to him. They're afraid to return home to God. It's kind of like a child knowing that they just broke their mama's favorite lamp, and now they don't want her to come home. You know what I'm saying? They feel like God don't want them to come home because they broke God's trust. Which is why he said, don't worship any other God. Because now not only are they, angry at themselves when they meet people who worship God, they're projecting that anger, that jealousy, that hatred into the world, onto God's beautiful earth that he created. I allow God to work through me, so I face a lot of the hatred and stuff. I face a lot of it. I endure a lot of it throughout life. And that's okay, because I understand that he's protecting me, which is why he's working through me, because he knows that I can handle it. I feel like me reading the Bible, not only will it give me an insight of a strength of who I am, it'll also allow me to know what type of power he is giving me, what type of power he has to give me. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to go on to YouTube or Google and be like, hey, what type of powers does uh again, I'm going to use ISIS have? And it'll all be right there. It'll all be right there. It's pretty easy to do that. When it comes to God, though, it's not as easy. It's not as easy. Because not only does God have something unique to give to each and every person on this planet, He made us uniquely. So, of course, He's going to have something uniquely to give us. We have to find that personal, unique, custom made gift that God has for us. When it comes to ISIS and them, everybody getting it. Everybody getting the same thing. There ain't nothing unique about it. 11:11. There's nothing unique about it. Nothing unique about it. When it comes to God, that's when that uniqueness comes out, that individuality. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That's when that starts to come out.